Hi everybody, in this video we're gonna see if we can one-shot a website. So if you don't know me, my name is Gus from Gusdigitalsolutions.com. I'm a former ex-employee, which I spent a lot of time in my room programming and just learning about like Claude Code and stuff like that. So yeah, let me go ahead and ask this prompt here. So I have a fitness page. I just like to lift and help out people any way I can. So this is Claude Code. It's I think it's like $20 a month or 200 a month for the premium version, so you can code whatever you need. So anyone that has like a page, if it's whether it's fitness, whether it's a business, whether it's things like that, the easy route is to create like an MVP. It's called. So what that is, it's going to give you like the minimal viable product for your website in order to launch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prompt it here. I'm just going to say, help me make an MVP for my website. That is gusprofit.com. And then what I'm going to do is help me make it in Astro and React. Now, we could either do that or, so now it's going to say, so what do we do? Okay, so we could say, hey, can you pull my Instagram, Gustavo PSU, to answer your questions. It's going to be a fitness influencer page just showcasing my Instagram. So it's Gustavo PSU. So yeah, sometimes it asks you questions once you get it out the box. This is Claude Code. So it is in the terminal. Don't be afraid of the terminal. I know it's like dark and stuff like that, and it doesn't look that attractive, but you could do way more powerful things. Like, you have different things like cursor, Google anti-gravity, stuff like that you could use. However, with Claude Code, it's just you're opening the doors to so many different things. It's just way more powerful. You're able to do an entire website off of one prompt. So let's go ahead and see. So it says that Instagram is blocking my page from being viewed. I could put here, I can log into Instagram for you. Let's see what it says here. Oh, and it's saying, can you drop a little bit of photos? And I'm like, yeah, let's just have it do it for us. So let's do. So right now, what it did is it activated it in a browser. So that way I could log in on another screen here. So let's see. So I'm just logging in here real quick for you guys. It's asking for my authentication code here. So one moment. So in order to get it, Claude Code to go on the browser, you need something called Playwright. I mean, all you pretty much do is like, hey, Claude Code, I would like you to install Playwright, MCP, I think it's called, where you're able to have Claude Code on the browser. Just really helps out with everything. Let me go ahead and let me just log on to my Instagram here. Just want to see if I can one-shot a website in one prompt here. So far it's been like 3 prompts, but it's just because I'm not logged into Instagram here. Okay, so I'm logged on to Instagram here on another screen, and let's see what happens here. So I just logged in on my other screen here, and let's see what happens here. So I am logged in now. Alright, so I'm going to let it know that, hey, I'm logged in now, and let's see what happens here. Alright, so it just went to my page, it's gathering information, that's what it's doing right now. And let's see what happens here. And then basically I'm just asking it for MVP, and I got stuck because it's like, hey, I need to log on to get your actual pictures and things like that, or to get like your videos. So we're gonna go ahead and it's gonna ask you for like, hey, do you want to continue? Now I pretty much do like a plan mode, so you do like shift tab to plan mode. And then that way, most of the time, like 80% of the time, you want to be in plan mode with Claude Code, just because it has to plan everything. And then from there, you could accept the changes as long as you are, if you like the changes. So, all right, so I got some of my, some of my things from my page. So let's see what happens here. Now remember, you could do this with any type of business. You could do this with your fitness influencer page. It's up to you. But instead of hiring someone, for tons of money, you could just have it build it yourself. Now, if you don't know how to hook it up to a domain name or things like that, just let me know. I could show you. Just have to reach out. So my email is gus@gusdigitalsolutions.com. My website is gusdigitalsolutions.com. So let's see what happens here. So I'm going to go ahead and, so right now it's exploring. It's seeing what it wants to do as far as the website here. Right now it's looking at your, so I have other websites I built, so it was actually looking at my other website that I built, which is for like digital services. It's this website here that I just made. I'm fixing the video on the front page. I just switched to Cloudflare because I didn't want to get a crazy amount of fees, as far as like hosting goes and things like that. So that's what I'm telling it to do. I'm like, hey, can you? This is a different project. Um, let's see what happens here. Got it. It's a fresh project. Let me ask a couple of questions before I finalize the plan. What's the main goal? I'm just gonna say I just want to show Claude Code's ability to create an MVP website using Astro and React. And then, what type of color do I want to do it? I'm just going to do like clean and minimal. And then we'll just do the landing page here. So let's go ahead and build that here. And, showcasing my fitness page. Style OPSU. And just showing how I help people with fitness. Alright, so let's see what happens here. So it's like clear direction. Let me write the plan. So we just have to wait for the plan to be written. Sometimes this takes a little bit of time, but it does beat having someone alongside you and just like paying someone thousands of dollars when you don't have to pay someone thousands of dollars. And if you guys get stuck with any of this, just let me know. I created my own Discord, trying to help out people, because I know it could be costly hiring people for like programming, hiring people for this, hiring people for video edits, image edits, promotions, as well as like the website itself, knowing SEO, knowing where to go to submit your sitemap. So with me, you do get a lot of benefits. Like I do show you how you can manage your social media on a dashboard across like 9 social medias, which is nice. And then just showing, giving power back to the people, showing the free routes as well as there is paid routes as well. But I always suggest just learning, having things done for free, as well as I could build like MVP websites for someone. If you want to reach out, I could do it for like the first 2 people that reach out to me. So yeah, my email is gus@gusdigitalsolutions.com, and if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. So let's see where we're at with this. So yeah, this site should emphasize how you help people with fitness, not just showcase lifts. Let me update the plan with that focus. Alright, so far it's been about 9 minutes. I try to do it on one prompt, but it was asking me like, hey, what do you want to build? So the problem here is being that I have to be more specific. That's just how Claude Code works. It has like a specific, like it's very, very powerful, but it has like a specific context on things. And then sometimes when you use Claude Code, it does something called like auto compacting.
Right now it's asking me like, hey, do you think this is good? And I'm gonna say yes. So let's see what it came up with. So right now, I had to tell it like, hey, I wanted it to. I like how it says profit, Gus Profit. I meant Gus Profit, but that's pretty funny. So let's see what happens. So it's gonna build it. It says helping you get stronger, start your journey here. Let's see. So it's going to do the content, a short bio. It's going to have my social links, threads, and it's going to build it with React plus Astro. I love React and Astro. The websites that it does is just so beautiful. Let's see here. So it's asking me. Okay, so yeah, right now it's building it. Let's see how long it takes to build it. So right now we're at 10 minutes in the video. I was trying to one-shot a website, but it needed access to the pictures, the content. So let's see what it builds here. It's going to be pretty interesting to build it. So let's see. We're just waiting for it to build it here. Build layout and all the components, and now it's going to create them all in parallel. So something you could do with Claude Code, which is pretty cool, is if you could have it orchestrate like parallel agents. You would just say like, hey, could you orchestrate this with parallel agents? And what that does, it basically, from what I understand, it spawns different agents that you could use to do different things, different tasks. If you want it to review code, if you want one to write code, what I've seen be successful is having like the main one. You just explain it like, hey, could you orchestrate a couple of parallel Claude codes? And what that's going to do is it's going to go ahead and just have multiple agents working together in order to accomplish the goal here. So let's see. So build all page sections and components, install dependencies, and test locally. All right, so now it's building out the programming that it needs to complete this. Now, when you see tokens like that, there's a certain amount of tokens that that Claude Code takes when it does anything, and that's where you see like the tokens. How much time it takes in between. Now, when you create the website, the MVP, it's gonna be loaded to your local host, whatever local host you have currently. You could always create one like localhost 3000 is typically, I think, the one that most people use automatically, and from there you could deploy it using like Netlify, or you need a domain name. So you need a domain name would be like a .com, and just connect, like plug it with the DNS. So you could do Netlify is good, but you got to be careful with the fees. So I always recommend Cloudflare. Like I just moved my website from Netlify to Cloudflare. Different things being like, I wanted to protect my website from DDoS attacks. So sometimes there's really huge fees. Let's say your website becomes viral. You have to be very careful because, that is bandwidth, depending on like the type of package that you have. It would, I know there was people that, they went viral, and then basically what happened is they had a huge bill. And then the reason being is because of like the bandwidth or something like that. So I always recommend Cloudflare. I haven't had an issue with them, and you do get a lot with the free package. So that's typically what I recommend. And then as well as you do not get any like, as far as I can tell, you get like DDoS attack prevention, which is very nice. So yeah, let's see where this is at now. So right now it is still coding. So let's see what happens here. So yeah, you don't really have to know coding that well to do this. What I've been doing for the last 3 months was I was just stuck in my room learning basically how to vibe code. I always knew a little bit about it. But yeah, also make sure you like and subscribe for my content. I'm going to be doing a lot more of videos like this, just showcasing different tools, what I use, how to build websites, how to make your business grow, different things like that I'm going to show you. Oh, I just noticed I'm not even, my video wasn't even on. My apologies. But yeah, let's see what happens here. So let's see, he's going to build all the pages here, and it's importing it. Now the index page that composes everything. let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, it's creating all the components. So the way React works is it's component based. That's just how it works. A code creates a component, and that component you could reuse it in different parts of your website. I love React just because it's nice and fast. So now it's asking me, it's going to use the Tailwind is usually like CSS, like the way the website looks. And React is like the actual code, like the components, different things that you create, whether it be a footer, a nav bar, hero. Really depends on what you use. So let's see. So I asked it to do the MVP. It's installing the dependencies and test locally, and we're gonna see what happens here. So it's been about let me see. It's been about 15 minutes here, 16 minutes. The actual building took about 6 minutes. And let's see. I think it's almost done. Yeah, now it's checking the build for errors. And then it's going to launch it. So let's see. I'm excited to see how this looks. Alright, built successfully. Succeeded with 0 errors. Let me start the dev server and take a screenshot. So now it's starting one of the local hosts. So that's the thing I was talking about earlier, that you could build websites connected to your local host. And then now it's using Playwright. Playwright is that tool you always want in Claude Code, which I'm sure there's other tools, but it's just a good one that it allows it to go into the browser so you can do different things. So let's see. So now it's installing dependencies and testing it locally here. So it's almost done. So my apologies that it took a while, but just wanted to explain the different things. And then straight out the box with Claude Code, you do get you do want to add different things. Like I added Obicidin is something that's huge. That is just a huge game changer for like memory syncing devices. But straight off the bat, if you get Claude Code and you just say like, hey, could you make me an MVP, minimal viable product on this website, and then you want to give it like the coding language, so you could say like, I like Astro and React, and then you could use like Tailwind for the CSS, how it looks. So let's see, it should be done soon. I'm just waiting for it. I think it actually completed it already. Okay, yeah, it actually did. Okay, cool. So yeah, built a MVP here, which is actually pretty cool. So got my name here, helping you build strength, powerlifting, training, and the grind. No shortcuts. Got my followers, my posts. I got my deadlift PR. I think mine was a little higher. That's crazy how I did 405 by 10. Really nice looking website here. I just have to add the photos, and it's funny. I traded the desk for the platform and never looked back. Like that is so funny. Does it have my threads? Oh, it does have my threads. That's pretty cool. I just did a race recently, and wow, that's a beautiful view. Okay, and then I just have to add my videos, which is really cool. I might just launch this just because it looks really good. And then all I gotta pretty much do is just give it the images. So this is pretty cool. Basically it's almost a one-shot prompt. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It asked me like, hey, what do you mean? That was my fault. I should have prompted better, but you know what I mean? Easy way to make a website, and that looks really nice. And then all that's left is connecting a domain name and hosting. So, you could pretty much launch a website in about 20 minutes, a half hour. And of course, if you guys need any help, let me know. My name is Gus from Gusdigitalsolutions.com. I'm here to help out. And if you need help with any programming, or if you get stuck with anything technology, let me know. I know a little bit of everything: marketing, websites, Shopify. I did it all, so I'm here to help out. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you.